Good morning. Jesus Christ, I am blinded. I forgot my glasses today, but we are here at Universal Studios Orlando, Florida, because we're taking a full tour of my favorite location, Diagon Alley. Diagon Alley is 100% my favorite. I'm gonna go ahead and talk to you guys why it's my favorite in this video, but just so you guys are aware, I have stock footage of basically almost every time that I have gone inside of Diagon Alley. So you guys are gonna see me with a couple different shirts. Don't be afraid, I just don't want to repeat myself as I'm walking inside. So without further ado, cue the intro and let's start today's video, which features a full video of Diagon Alley. I'll see you guys inside.
You're a wizard, Harry.
You guys are always asking which one's my favorite, and I always say it's Diagon Alley. There's just so much more things to do in Diagon Alley, so much interactive things, and has so much more shade than Hogsmeade, especially now in summer. It is really hot. So if you guys are trying to beat the heat, go to Diagon Alley instead of Hogsmeade. So Diagon Alley is in between the Man in Black section and San Francisco. And you know you're in the right spot when you make it a King's Cross. It's between King's Cross and I guess the ending would be right there by 12 Grimmauld Place. You know you made it when you've seen the night bus. The night bus is the center point, and in front of the night bus there's actually a wall, a brick wall. As Harry Potter fans know, the brick wall is the entrance to Diagon Alley, and that's exactly what they did here. And a lot of people actually think that that wall is just a regular wall for bathrooms, and they're actually hiding bathrooms in the back. That is incorrect, guys. If you guys truly want to see Diagon Alley, go through those walls. That brick wall is the entrance to Diagon Alley. Starting with the outside of Diagon Alley, you're actually here in London, and just the night bus itself, I mean, you could go through the back and check the inside of the night bus. You can't really go inside because there's still a little fence cage type of thing, but you could interact with the shrunken head and even take some pictures with the shrunken head and the night bus conductor. Sometimes the night bus conductor isn't there, and sometimes the shrunken head is snoring and sleeping, but when he's awake and the night bus conductor is there, it's so beautiful. It is one of my favorite interactions in the Wizarding World, and I would highly recommend checking it out. Hello, how are you guys doing?
Hey man, what's up?
How you doing?
What's going on with you, partner? How you feeling?
Just taking some videos for the Daily Prophet here.
Oh, really? For the
Yes.
Prophet?
We're gonna be in the
Yes.
Do I look alright? Alec, do I look alright?
well, no, but there's something
Okay, alright. No,
Don't.
I know, I get it. Yeah.
Don't worry, you'll be the headline. I got you.
That's a one dropper. Drop the one. Yeah, right.
Can I take a picture with you guys and get a good?
Anything with the Prophet.
I want to get a good headshot of you.
Yeah.
All right,
Alright, cool, man. We look really good.
yeah. Oh my goodness.
Hey, have fun today, man.
Thank you. I appreciate
You're
it.
the best. Enjoy it.
Have a good one, guys.
Catch you later.
Bye.
That guy's cool.
You're awesome, man. There's also a lot of things to do even before walking into Diagon Alley. You could not only interact with the night bus, but you have 12 Grimmauld Place, which is amazing in itself. You can actually see Creature peeping his head out of the window. There is a phone booth here as well that you could go inside and actually call the Ministry of Magic. It has a number in the front and you can give it a call, and it's super awesome, guys. I would highly recommend checking it out. There's also some nods and Easter eggs that I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys. One of them is one of my favorite. This is record in front of the vinyl store that says Joe says no, and it's basically saying how J.K. Rowling has the final say of anything that happens in the Wizard World of Harry Potter, and she says no, it's a no-go. But yeah, it's really cool. Let's now walk inside of Diagon Alley and explore some more. Now, as you expect, there's a lot of things to do in Diagon Alley. Not only do you have the Leaky Cauldron where you can get some amazing food, but you could go to Ollivander's, do the wand experience, go to Nocturne Alley, go to Borgin and Burke's, the darkest shop in the Wizarding World. Flourish and Plots. Unfortunately, you can't go into Flourish and Plots. Madame Malkin's, if you want to robe and you want to dress up the whole attire of a Hogwarts student, that is the place to go to. The cool thing about Madame Malkin's is that it has this real talkative mirror. It has this real talkative mirror, and it talks to you whenever you get in front of it. Oh, apparently not.
I dare say you are one of the few people who can pull off that move successfully.
Oh, look at that. You have Green Gods Bank, Escape from Green Gods is a queue line, and you're able to go inside the Green Gods Bank. It's super awesome. It's actually the only ride that Diagon Alley has, but it's amazing, guys. It's so worth it. They also have Floor and Floor Disuse ice cream parlor, where you can get your own versions of some butterbeer ice cream. Now, Diagon Alley has a lot of shops, some that you can go into, some that you can't, unfortunately, but it's very magical all around. You also have wands by Grigorovich, which is separate to Ollivander's wands. Another thing, if you guys don't want to wait in Ollivander's, you can stop by the wands by Grigorovich and get your interactive wand right here. You don't have to wait that much of a line. As you can see, there's no line whatsoever right now. And you can get your own interactive wand and cast some spells in the Wizarding World. Now, right next to the Weasley's Wizard Wheezes, there is a shop called Quality Quidditch Supplies, and it supplies quality Quidditch supplies. There's a lot of Quidditch things inside of that shop. So if you guys want some Quidditch things, some Quidditch merchandise, they also do some personalization for a shirt. Go ahead and go inside there. It's another place to go ahead and buy some merch. Now, since we're in Diagon Alley, we don't have a Honeydukes, but we do, however, have... That's a dragon. We do, however, have Sugar Plum Sweet Shop, which basically sells the same thing that Honeydukes has in Hogsmeade. This shop, called Magical Menageries, is a shop of all Fantastic Beasts merchandise. They have Fantastic Beasts plushes, they have Pygmy Puffs, small, medium, and large. It's just a lot of Fantastic Beasts merchandise all together. And it's a store, by the way, so yeah, a lot of things. Look at this. Look at this. What even is that? One thing that I don't understand is that they have this snake that you could understand. So that gets me thinking either I'm Parseltongue or the snake just is able to talk. I still don't know, don't get it, but it's something really cool to go ahead and come by here, especially if you're already here in Diagon Alley. You can come through the back of Magical Menageries and you can hear it. And it's also a place to chill out. There's no sun, it's covered, and it's a good way to hide from the heat, especially in summer.
We are so easy to give. Can we bask and a few moments each day will suffice.
When you're in Diagon Alley, you actually have two shows available here in Diagon Alley. One of them is Celestina Warbeck and the Banshees, and the other is The Tale of the Three Brothers. I love The Tales of the Three Brothers. I actually think it's one of the best shows in the whole Wizarding World of Harry Potter. You could also change your money in the Green Gods Money Exchange and talk to a living goblin.
Did you have a question?
Now, if you want a Wizarding World drink and you don't want to wait in the sun, go to the Fountain of Fair Fortune, because their queue line is indoors with AC, whereas the Hopping Pot, it's outdoors and you could get some sun. So if you're trying to beat the sun and get some frozen butterbeer or any type of Wizarding World drink, go to the Fountain of Fair Fortune. In the Hopping Pot, however, they have a lot more options for drinks, for Wizarding World drink. They have butterbeer, frozen butterbeer, hot butterbeer, tongue-tying lemon squash, otter fizzy orange juice, fishy green ale, peach tree fizzing tea, pumpkin juice, and gilly water. Gilly water is just the regular muggle water, but just Wizarding World related. They also have these pasties that are really delicious. I'm gonna go ahead and give you a clip right here so you can see them. They're just amazing. It's a little quick snack if you guys don't want to wait up in the leaky cauldron and have a whole meal. It's just a quick snack, but it's really good. Another thing you can do is do some shopping. There is a lot of stores in Diagon Alley. Not only Weasley's Wizard Wheezes, but you have Wizacres Wizarding Equipment, which is the gift shop of Escape from Green Gods. Has a lot of merchandise there. If you guys are looking for a bathroom, the only bathroom that Diagon Alley has is all the way in the back. Once you get to the dragon, you turn left, and that's the only bathroom that there is. Just a quick reminder that I have a full video on how to beat the heat at Universal Studios. So there's a lot of locations that you can beat the heat right here in Diagon Alley. One of them being Nocturne Alley. It is one of the coldest spots in Diagon Alley. I have a rule of thumb is that if it's really hot outside and there's no rain coming, go to Diagon Alley where it's really shaded, there's not that much sun. Whereas if it's cold and it's good, go to Hogsmeade where they have a very open space for just a lot of things to do. They have the Hogwarts Castle and they have less shading than here in Diagon Alley. So there's a lot of shops that you could go ahead and interact with, a lot of really fun ones. This one being my most favorite one. I would say this one and Nocturne Alley are my two favorite ones because there's just a lot of things to see, not only from the movie itself, but just very interesting things that you wouldn't see anywhere else. Now let's make our way into Nocturne Alley. It's the darkest and coldest place in all of Diagon Alley. And I love being here, especially when it's really hot, because you can hide away from the sun. Now, as you know, Borgin & Burke's is the darkest shop in all of Diagon Alley, and it keeps its reputation very nicely because you're able to actually see a lot of really dark stuff. For prop collectors, we have the Cursed Necklace, one of the rarest props in all the Wizarding World, and you have the Vanishing Cabinet. Fortunately, you're not able to buy the Vanishing Cabinet, and if you get real close to the Vanishing Cabinet, you could even hear the bird inside. Another thing that not a lot of people know is that there's actually 3 entrances into Nocturne Alley. There's the main entrance right at the beginning, there's the last one all the way at the end, and then there's a middle one right before the Fountain of Fortune. You can go ahead and get your butterbeer right there. Another thing that the Wizarding World has is that they have interactive wands. You can buy a wand with Ollivanders and go around, shoot some spells. The way the interactive locations work is that they have this golden medallion on the floor that basically tells you how you should move the wand, and magic happens. Again, there are some hidden ones that which you're gonna have to find. The way you find it is you get the map and you go into Nocturne Alley, and it has like this UV light and it shows you those hidden spots. It doesn't unfortunately show you how to move the wands, but you're gonna have to figure it out. Not only in Diagon Alley, but in Hogsmeade, there's only one restaurant per location. So over here in Diagon Alley, they have the famous Leaky Cauldron. Fun fact, the sign actually leaks. Also, if you guys want some quick snacks that you don't want to have to go inside the Leaky Cauldron, you can always check around these kiosks that are inside inside Diagon Alley. Whew, and that is gonna be everything. I hope you guys enjoyed the full tour of Diagon Alley. It is one of my favorite. If anything, it's actually my favorite out of both Hogsmeade and Diagon Alley. I love Diagon Alley just because it's shaded and it's very, I don't know, like Diagon Alley is just my favorite. Aside from obviously Hogsmeade having the Hogwarts Castle, but I just love Diagon Alley. But you guys already heard enough. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys did, smash that like button down below. It truly helps out this channel. It truly, truly does. And if you guys are new here, hi, my name is Johnny. I go by the Collecting Wizard and I talk about everything Harry Potter and theme park related content on a daily basis. Love you guys. See you guys in the next video.